So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Now Stevens. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Stevens. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle, thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stevens. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stevens setting up to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stevens to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown. Drake London. 32 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. On the last drive, Drake London was the recipient of his touchdown pass. And here we go with a 1st and 10 on this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. On 1st and 10, Stevens. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Stevens. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And I think this is a situation.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got a touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stevens. Throw left side. There's London. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. On first down, Stevens. Into the hands of London. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Stevens. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back to throw. Stevens. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Touchdown, Falcons! Mac Hollins, 32 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And here now come the Falcons. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here. Throwing on first down. Stevens eluding the pressure right. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run with Robinson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. Stevens. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So out come the Falcons now. Throwing to start the drive. Stevens. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Going play action with Stevens. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. He finds Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 71 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Patterson running between the tackles. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.